Welcome to another episode of Cooking on the Fry. Today we are doing pork shoulder blade steak. This is about my favorite piece of really inexpensive meat. This pork shoulder blade steak cost me about $1.50. It's a pretty good deal. And right now I really don't feel like cooking. It's kind of late, but I don't have any snacks, and I don't have any canned food, and I don't have any microwave dinners. So I need to cook something, even though I don't feel like it. And my objective with this shoulder blade steak is to make the slab of meat safe to eat without making a dog chew toy out of it. The first thing I'm going to do is microwave this for 2 minutes at 20%, and then flip it over and microwave it for another 2 minutes at 20%. This will bring it way closer to room temperature than it is now because I just took it out of the fridge. The next thing I'm going to do is turn the burner that my iron skillet is on to medium so that my skillet can warm to cooking temperature while my pork shoulder blade steak is getting kind of warmed up to room temperature. Okay, here's our shoulder blade steak, way closer to room temperature, right out of the microwave. It has not begun cooking. It's just warmer, which is what I wanted. The cooking oil that I am about to use is my favorite Spectrum Organic oil, which has a smoke point of 460 degrees. It is not cheap, but a little goes a long way. I love this stuff. This seasoning I'm using is called Steak and Chop. I guess they meant pork chop. Well, it's a shoulder blade steak. I hope this works. The important thing is what's really in it, and what's really in it is salt, garlic, onion, spices, lemon. Really, what could go wrong? So I'm going to dump some oil on the steak. There you go. Excuse me. Voice isn't working well tonight. And I'm going to rub the oil, whoops, all over the steak. Good. And then I'm going to dump a bunch of this Steak and Chop seasoning on it. And flip it over and rinse off my hand just a sec. Okay, let's do the other side. Oil. Spread it all around. Dump steak and chop seasoning all over it. Spread it all around. Rub it in a little bit. There we go. Okay, here we go. Steak hits the pan. Yay! And I am going to let that fry for 3 minutes and flip it over. Okay, we're at 3 minutes. Let's flip it over. Oh, we've got a nice little sear on there, it looks like. 3 more minutes. Okay, it's been 3 minutes on each side. Let's take the temperature and see if it's at our target temperature, which is 160. And the thermometer says, about 145, 6. It's kind of inching up there. I think I'm just going to leave it, maybe count to 20 and not bore you by doing that on camera. Okay, it's been about 20 seconds. Let's try it again into that thick part of the blade steak, and we are at, whoops, yeah, we're still a little low. We're still about 143, so let's give it another 20 seconds. This is, after all, a reality of cooking show. Okay, 20 long seconds later, let's try it again. And our thermometer is reading about 155. Nope, still in the toughest part of the shoulder blade steak. It is 140, so we need to wait, okay? Whoops. It is not worth, totally not worth your health to be impatient. So it's smoking, and we are waiting. How will this end? Okay, it's been about another 40 seconds. Let's take our little piggy's temperature again. Okay, 167. Let's try it here. 164 and climbing. And here we have 164 and climbing. I do not go by timing, I go by temperature. The thermometer is the chef. What the thermometer says is what we do. So now I have this one particular thick piece of blade steak, and we are at 156. Well, that's just great. I thought we'd be done. We're not. Okay, it's been a couple more minutes, and you know what? This is not going well, and this is not going according to plan. I'm going to move this towards the center of the pan, and we'll see if we can get this up to the safe temperature for pork, which is 160. It's smoking, and it's smoking even more. I've lost track of time. I'm just going to make sure it all gets to 160 degrees. Okay, it's really smoking now. I'm going to have to take another approach if the situation doesn't change quickly and soon. That's redundant. And I am still stuck at about 152 right here in my meat, and that is not a good thing. Okay, finally I think we've got it. That's well over 160. In here we have 167. Over here we've got going up to towards 160 very quickly. Okay, I think we can, I think little Porky here is done. Wonder what he's going to look like, huh? Okay, here we go. Let's get him out of there. And we're going to let him rest for about 6 minutes. Just for fun, let's see how burned the other side of this is. Well, not as much as I thought it would be. That's a good thing. Okay, our pork shoulder blade steak has been resting for 6 minutes. Let's cut into it and see what we get. Okay, that's what we've got. It still looks kind of moist. I'm going to give it a try. Well, you know what? It's not as moist as I've made pork in the past, but it's not a dog chew. It's perfectly edible. It actually tastes kind of good, and it only cost me $1.50. So I'm going to have dinner now, and thank you all for joining me. Good luck and good cooking.